All right, let's give Rochester a try. Well, Painsor, we've been demonstrating that for years, right? The entire rest of the tournament is done with us driving our own cameras. It's only when we get to the big show, right, that Wargaming is like, no. Put your camera away. We will take care of it from here. Okay. Like, logic needs some. Does not compute. Do not understand. Why? See what kind of matchmaking we get. I really do hope to get a carrier. I want to put her A to the test. On paper, this ship's AA is a notch above Baltimore. It's not a big notch, but it's a notch. So I'm curious to try it. I would very much like to get in a game with a carrier, just so I can see. Beyond that, I legit have no idea how to play this ship. Looks like we're going to be middle tier. Okay, purely tier 8 game. Really good matchmaking. Got a carrier. So this is about as good as it's going to get if you're planning on matchmaking with this ship. I've got lots of good things to throw AP at. I only have one destroyer, so the lack of radar doesn't really crush us in this game. Because there's only one destroyer, and there's a carrier. So, if you want to get Rochester to perform, this is probably about some of the best matchmaking you could possibly hope to get. Let's see what we can do. Alright, I'm over here on this flank. What do I want to do? I think... So I have two options. I can push up to the extreme bottom edge of the A cap, or I can play one of these islands behind the cap and use my little smoke cloud to linger in and be a jerk. The trick is I gotta have somebody else to spot for me, and my destroyer's going right, along with the planes. We're gonna play the left flank. I'm still not positive where to put this ship. I might just put her up here right in front of this island in front of me. I'll see. Well, the asymmetrical stern is historical. This is how the stern of the ship was actually, like, this is real. All the Oregon cities had an asymmetrical stern. No, I have no idea why, but they did. One side had a gun tub and the other side didn't. You can go look at the photos. It's that way, baby. I remember this was one of the few super test ships that I actually took the time to play several games in. I think I played about 6 games when the very first iteration with the smoke hydro and radar. Loved it. I effing loved this ship. I was so excited. And then they nerfed her and I just wrote her off like, done. Done. No interest. Indeed, Chaos. Happy October. Just a few hours away here. Here where I am anyway. Just a few hours away from October. It's probably below decks, McGrew. It's probably the sort of thing they either handled with interior machinery or the ballast tanks, if there was an imbalance. I mean, consider you're talking about a cantilevered gun tub. It's probably no more than, I'm going to guess off the top of my head, I'd say about 5 tons. It's probably not the sort of thing that would throw the whole ship off, right?
Welcome.
You know, Painsor, if they would do something like that and just call it an Oregon City, most people would be totally happy. There's a lot of people out there that miss the old Tier 9 Baltimore. Hell, now that I like Baltimore, I might be one of them. Admittedly, I have also gotten to where I absolutely adore Buffalo. So, Tulsa still interests me. Tulsa, I find a very fascinating concept. I'm really, really curious to play that ship when they finally let us take her out on stream. All right.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
I can get the bow turrets over. That'll have to do for now. Still not leading him enough. Stupid French speed boost.
Another day, another disembowelment.
This 12-second reload is killing me. Ah! American piercing time, baby. What is it like about Buffalo I like so much? I don't know, man. I'm not even sure I can put my finger on it. But I mean, you can go look at my YouTube channel. I have had so many stupidly good games in that ship of late. It is lunacy. It is so good. Oh, is the Lex going to get cheeky? He is. Ladies and gentlemen, let's throw him a hello.
Now it's time to kick some ass.
Look at this mines.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Because no one will spot him. Who was that? Clyde with the follow. Welcome in, buddy. I don't know, Clyde. How is it you don't follow me? I mean, I could ask the same question, but that sounds like a you problem. You should really work on that. All right, smoke ran out. Yeah, I got nothing to hit from here. I think I might move up. I feel like we can probably start pushing on this flank. And I'm going to have my smoke available in a minute if I need to crawl in a hole. In fact, I'm going to get the AP ready on the assumption that the mines is going to back up just a little too far. Let's see if he does. Certainly looks like he will. Certainly looks like he will. No? Oh, that's some good ship handling. Look at that dude. Look at that dude. That is quality ship handling, ladies and gentlemen. Will Incomparable be available this year? Chaos says. I have no idea. Ordinarily, if we go by the way Wargaming typically does things, I have to say yes. Because generally what happens is they announce a ship, she tests, she goes into a cycle of internal testing, and then a cycle of public testing, and then she releases. Which means that you'd probably be looking for Incomparable in like 10.11 or 10.12. Which, so like, Incomparable is probably like a December release, is my guess. Generally, that's just based on how Wargaming typically does these things. The only thing that might potentially derail that... Oh no, don't look at me. Don't look at me. No, don't look at me, North Carolina. I said no. The only thing that might potentially derail that is if she's just not... She's impossible to balance and they just spend a bunch of time working with her or, you know, who knows what. That might change things, but that's the only thing that ought to change. Ought to make it change. Still can't hit that mines in that position. However, I can light the Massachusetts on fire. You're welcome.
Another disembowelment.
The thing about Wargaming is they are fairly consistent in that regard, right? Like, they just... Are they perfect? No, clearly not. But they are fairly consistent in how they handle their releases.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Oh, yeah. Melty plains. Melt them all! Yes! Oh, delicious. Delicious. Alright. AA feels good. Can confirm AA feels good. All right, Hipper looks like he's coming around the corner. I ought to have time for 1, maybe 2 salvos. No, I can't see him. All right, fine. I'll go get in a gunfight with him. He doesn't frighten me right now. Or the planes are going to spot him. That's fine. Smoke's going to run out. Let's get out here. Let's get out here and finish him. Finish him. Why, yes. Don't mind if I do.
Now you see me, now you're dead.
Let's cut to the middle of the board and go Cat B and harass the Lex. Why? Because we can. Any info for new free XP? They haven't announced anything. Remember, guys... Okay, so there's 2 things you got to remember about being where we are in the CC program. A, we are basically never told anything that you guys aren't told in terms of what currencies a ship releases for. Okay? At best, we are occasionally told, like, the release date early so that we can prepare content, but when they tell us that early, it's all under NDA, so we're not allowed to share it. Okay? But... they never announce currency to us before they give it to anybody else, right? The currency announcements always come to the global community. And it's funny because I get people in my videos all the time who are like, what are they going to sell this ship for? Man, I have no idea. If Wargaming hasn't announced it, we don't friggin' know. And if we did, we couldn't tell you. So, correct. Painzor is correct. They announced that just today. They announced Kearsarge for coal, Tulsa for coal. And what was the last one? It was, Gibraltar for research points. All right, let's go have fun with the Lex. This Kagero, I notice, has decided to make himself my buddy, which I approve of, I might add. I think that's a really good choice on his part. All right, we're going to throw HE at the Lex for now. As he turns, I'm going to swap to the AP. That's a good hit out of the HE. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, he's still flooding? I think he's still flooding. Probably going to take 2 more salvos out of the forward barrels. I really want to play Kearsarge. That's my problem, right? Is I haven't even played this ship, so I don't really know how good it is. All right, this Monarch doesn't frighten me in the least. So the good news is, I'm going to smoke into the bottom of the cap. I'm going to let the Kagero spot for me while we beat the bejesus out of this battleship. That seems like a good idea. That seems like a good plan, huh? That seems like a good plan.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
All right, Cag. Finish my smoke cloud. There we go. Squishy British battleship. I approve. Squishy British battleship. Best kind of battleship to be shooting at with American 8-inch HE guns. There we go. Oh, double fire. Oh, of course he put it out. It's all right. I might have just done the Kagero a favor. We'll see how he led his torps. That's torpedo reload Cag even. Check that out. That guy's got balls. All right. Now, he's actually starting to get sort of close to my detection range. That fire's going to stick. He's going to take at least another Kagero torp or 2. He's out. All right. That works. Good team effort, boys. All right. So, 1 game impressions of Rochester. It's possible I've misjudged the ship a little bit. She is... Does she feel more mobile than Baltimore? She does. She does feel a little more mobile than Baltimore while you have a team. Obviously, she can't spot for herself. Not really. Hydro notwithstanding. But she brings her little portable cover wherever she goes. That feels kind of nice, I admit. and she does seem to handle better than Anchorage. That was always one of the things that frustrated me about Anchorage, right? That ship handles like a fat cow. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a Buffalo, and, well, Buffalo's handling isn't amazing. So Anchorage inherits this problem. Hipper's going to die. Of course, if we can kill the Bismarck, it won't matter. I will say the GIMP, I notice the reload difference, right? The 12-second base reload, I can tell the difference. I hope so, Izzle. I hope so, because, yikes. It's been bad. It's been bad for 2 days now. True story, I actually have to sit down. Like, I've got 2 more giveaways for videos that are going to go up tomorrow. I haven't even recorded those videos yet. So when I get off the air tonight, I've got to sit down and record videos for the YouTube channel so I can do the last 2 giveaways and post them for tomorrow. I did really well early this week. I got everything. I'm going to kill the Bismarck. Yes, that felt nice. I got everything prepped and ready. Like, all the way through Thursday was done more or less by Monday night. And then it was like, crap, I don't have enough quick cuts, so I can't post Friday. And then tomorrow's regular video is going to be a quarterly review. So I sat down last night and built the slides out. So all I got to do tonight is sit down and do the audio and the voiceover and record the whole thing. So I've already gone in and looked at the server populations and everything and built the slideshow. And it's actually pretty good. It's actually not so bad. I mean, the trend lines are still bad, but wow, that's actually a surprising game. Take one of these. This Kagero played really well. The trend lines are bad, but again, when you look at where we came from second quarter of last year with, everybody locked in their house, the trend lines kind of didn't have anywhere to go but down. So I'm genuinely curious to see, again, we've got to get past locking people up to find out if the numbers are inflated or not. Now, what's going to be curious to see, and I'm starting to wonder about this myself, and I'll talk about this when I go to record the video. Many countries, some in the EU, certain swaths of the United States, have reached a point where there aren't many restrictions, okay? And so the idea of people locking themselves indoors and focusing on gaming to entertain themselves and take their mind off things is already down in a number of places. And so I think some of that's reflective in the numbers because, again, they were artificially inflated to begin with. We only have... What I was really trying to find out, what I really wanted to know... Greyhound with the follow. Thank you much. What I really wanted to know was, about 6 weeks ago, we had the big drama explosion, right? CC's left, Mouse left, all of the mess, big mess with the community. What I wanted to see was there a noticeable, a visible drop-off in the daily logins in the last 6 weeks versus the previous 6 weeks? Because that was almost exactly the halfway mark of the quarter. And what I found was I didn't see anything. At least it wasn't noticeable. I didn't see a noticeable trend, which I thought was curious. I thought for sure I'd see one, but I didn't. What that tells me... All right, Chaos, get some sleep, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. What it tells me is that as big a deal as the drama was, and as much traction as it got... Greyhound with the sub, thank you kindly. As much traction as all the drama got in the gaming press and elsewhere, it really did not filter out to the many of the players, right? A whole bunch of players never saw it, which is not surprising when you think about it, right? It's just not. What's up, Warp Speed? But it was interesting to see that kind of borne out by the numbers.